Good afternoon. I am, like the rest of you, disheartened that we need to be standing here today. Is that better? But it is an honor and a great privilege to stand with so many of you who are not afraid to get into a little good trouble. I'm here to tell you today about unions and how the administration is affecting federal workers. I'm here, I apologize in advance because I'm not an experienced public speaker. I'm a little nervous in front of strangers.
You're doing fantastic.
Thank you. It's easy to get in your head that you're alone up here standing and talking to so many people. I'm a 52-year-old woman, a mother and a grandmother, and I live in a little house down a long dirt road. What can one person do that's going to make a difference? How does one person make an impact?
Vote!
Are there any union members here? Anybody who's affiliated with a union?
All right.
As I said, I'm Kelly Keating, and I am the president of Local 2065 for the American Federation of Government Employees. And we represent in this local area Camp Lejeune and Cherry Point. We cover all those employees. I am also the council president for 14 Marine Corps bases around the world. And we fight for the rights of federal workers on all levels. I started my career in the federal government in 2002 as a 911 emergency dispatcher. And when I first walked in, there was a big, ugly red chair there. It was uncomfortable, couldn't hardly move it. But on the back of that chair, it said that we were protecting those that defend America. And the pride that I took sitting in that big, old, ugly chair, I can't describe it to you, but I'm not alone. Most federal workers that are out there working have that same pride. We feel like we are a part of something bigger than ourselves.
Hey!
Solidarity!
Yeah.
Absolutely. I took those words seriously. It was doing my part for my country by protecting our service members' families and them. I am not the exception to that rule. Like I said, we all do that. From John, the mailroom worker who figured out a way to find the people that they had lost packages for Kristen, who works in the education center, that works through her lunch break and she doesn't go to the bathroom so that they can do the test so our military can go be deployed and so that they could be promoted. We have workers all over Camp Lejeune and Cherry Point doing extra work to make it happen. And the workers that were working from home, it was not return to work, it was return to an office, because they were there when the base shuts down for catastrophes and weather. And our government kept working because they were working from their home. They didn't return to work, they returned to an office that sometimes didn't exist. Our workers are not a waste of funding. Our workers are not lazy. Our workers are still out there busting their ass for an administration that doesn't seem like they care about them anymore. Today we face new challenges, anti-union sentiments, and policies designed to weaken and threaten the very fabric of worker solidarity. The union-busting tactics employed by the Department of Government Efficiency in this administration undermines the very foundation of collective bargaining. They want us viewed as villains, to wake up and not want to go to work. They want us to be afraid and willing to resign before we're terminated. They've canceled our labor agreements, terminated thousands of workers without merit with the push of a button, and canceled our union dues deductions against the contract that they helped us to create. And let's talk for a second about firefighters, air traffic controllers, police officers who work tirelessly to protect our service members while the service members' family and them lay in their bed sleeping at night. Currently, there are efforts to radically reduce the retirement benefits for all federal employees. but they are drastically trying to reduce the supplement for our special category personnel, like firefighters, police officers. Firefighters, for instance, currently do not receive the actual pay they should. They make roughly 1/3 less than other federal employees that are working at the same wage grade. They do not have overtime at the same rate. Their retirement is not calculated from actual work. This was done to allow for them, for their partial retirement credit, which results in smaller retirement checks. The supplement was meant to bridge the pay gap between retirement and reaching the age to collect Social Security. Federal firefighters have one of the most dangerous jobs in the country. And like with many other things that are being introduced currently, it seems like the cart is being put before the horse, and our firefighters, air traffic controllers, and police officers are going to get the short end of the stick. Another example of them putting the cart before the horse is this deferred resignation program that not only allows personnel to resign, it completely removes the position. This is especially impactful for places like the fire department, where we have federal laws that have specific requirements for how many people are on those engines, how many paramedics that they need to work that. And when they leave on this deferred retirement, it makes that position go away. And then it puts the departments across the country scrambling to meet the staffing requirements, not to mention the impact it has on the capability and the quality of the services that it can provide to the public. They've tried to silence the voices of workers, and they've set a dangerous precedent to erode decades of progress in labor rights. Every day, across this country, dedicated and experienced federal workers walk into their office, cross their fingers, log into their email, and see if they still have a job. Every morning, our workers drive to work wondering if they're going to be able to pay their mortgage, or if they have health insurance, or if they still have a retirement. Every night, our workers, 1/3 of whom are veterans, they go to bed wondering what they're going to find out in that email tomorrow morning. Since its founding on October 17, 1932, AFGE has been a steadfast advocate for rights, the dignity, and well-being of federal government employees everywhere. I'm proud of the part that we do. AFGE represents the power of unity. I myself, my voice may tremble. In solidarity with my union brothers and sisters, our voice roars. When we stand united, we have the power to negotiate for fair wages and safe working conditions, uniforms and schedule changes, and the respect that our workers deserve. It is through unions that we have achieved the very foundation of modern labor rights, to have weekends off, overtime pay, protections against discrimination. Unions brought you the 8-hour workday, 40-hour work weeks, paid vacations, sick leave. Unions helped create child labor laws to protect our children, and health and safety regulations to protect our working environments. Unions played a significant role in the civil rights movement. Unions fought for equal pay for equal work. AFGE is not just a union, it's a movement. It's a voice and a shield for those who serve our nation. And federal employees are the backbone of our government. They are the ones that ensure our veterans receive the care they deserve, that the environment is protected, and that our national security is upheld. Amen. They provide essential services delivered to the American people. We are not fraud, and we are not waste, and we are not abuse.
No. Amen. Tell us, sister.
AFGE's commitment to justice, equality, and fairness reminds us that when we stand together, we are stronger, we are more resilient, and we are more capable of protecting our rights. Together, we preserve a future where every worker is respected and treated as human beings, not just a commodity. We are treated as beings with dreams and families and aspirations of a different life. And we need to remember that the strength of a nation lies in the strength of its people.
Yeah!
When workers thrive, communities thrive.
Right.
When unions are strong, the economy is strong. And when justice prevails, we prevail.
Amen.
AFG is unwavering in its mission to protect these workers. Our union is a beacon of hope and a pillar of strength for federal employees who otherwise would feel voiceless. If I had union brothers and sisters, I ask if I had union brothers and sisters here at the beginning of this speech, because it reminds me that I'm not standing here alone. As a union is solidarity, and it's a group of people that comes together for a common purpose. I'm not just a middle-aged woman from a small house on a country dirt road. When my voice shakes or my legs feel weak, I remember that I'm speaking with a collective voice where when one is attacked, we are all attacked.
Amen.
Solidarity. Solidarity.
All right.
And together, our voice is loud, and we will not back down because our knees were not made for bending. And I hope that each one of you here today will help us by raising your voice and advocate for policies that protect collective bargaining.
Yes.
Hold
Here, here.
accountable those who seek to undermine it. And I ask that each of you walk with us in the fight for workers to protect and defend America. I ask that each of you help us send a message to our president. Mr. President, we are the people of the federal government, and we're not your enemies. We are hardworking, patriotic, red-blooded, freedom-loving, blue-collar Americans, and we joined the civil service because we want to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. And a great many of us are veterans, and as former service members, we feel it is our duty to help support those willing to fight and die for our freedom. And we want to make this country be the best it can be because we love America and what she stands for. We will move forward together.
Amen.
Not one step back.
No one step back. Not one step back. Forward together. Forward together.
Not
One step back. Forward together. Not one step back. Forward together. Not one step back.
Many of us are gathering at Backstreet Pub after this event. Join us and let's hit the streets.
All right. Very good. Okay. All right. That's right.
Yeah. Y'all hear that? Backstreet Pub after we're done here, and we can continue.
Yeah. You going?
Something happened in Woodburn on Sunday.
Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. All right.
Let me make sure the boss lady does the announcing too.
Everything you
Let's
said,
give a
I
hand
couldn't
for
hear you at
Kelly.
first.
Three
Did you make some
cheers for
announcements?
Kelly.
Big round of applause for Kelly being out here. Thank you. Thank you.